What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Check for play Sonic Unleashed Part 3. We are here with on the Tornado, and well, Sonic feel pretty good to fly, not too shabby. Messed it up again. The Professor's just a hop and a skip with what's that approaching. So it's So this is Robotnik's fleet, another air fleet, similar to the Tornado battles that we played. Sonic to defeat Eggman's robots, press the buttons X, press all the buttons that appear on the screen to attack. So if you fire too much, alternate between R1 and L1 to revolt your power. The tornado can't be fixed up while operating, so be very careful. Shooting down those golden helicopter robots can net you some bonuses. Destroying the blue jet robot seems to give you more energy. Alright, so this is all quick time events. It's not as player orientated, or not player orientated. It's not as what's the right word? It's not as, you don't get involved in it as much as the Sonic Adventure ones, and it doesn't seem to. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter how quickly you defeat robots score-wise. You just have to make sure that you hit them, just so that they don't hit you. Knock down your shield that's in the bottom right corner. I'm sorry, bottom left corner. And so that your combo will stay, because I believe your combo will translate into points, and you will lose. Yeah, you will lose your combo if you hit the wrong button. If you see that I have been doing, that will actually hurt your chances of getting the S rank. And there's a trophy. I believe it's either don't get shot down or don't get hit. Playing this Sky Chase Act 1 is what it's called. Oh crap. Okay. It doesn't matter which order that you get them in. You have to make sure that you hit all of the corresponding buttons, and it's best if you do hit them in order, some sort of order. But it's not that important, you know. If you say for something like that, you do have to hit the right buttons. But say there's 4 robots that pop up, and you have to hit X, circle, circle, and square. Well, it's not going to matter which order you do it in. You just have to make sure that you do it before the timer runs out. You can see there's a little bar that will run out, and that's to tell you whether you can hit them or not. You can see I'm not keeping a combo worth crap, but it's not that important, quite honestly, to keep the combo up, as long as you just make sure that you get the robots and the little missiles that they shoot as well, because those are what is actually going to hit you. I really need to take a look at that trophy to make sure that I'm going to get it. I probably ain't, though, but it won't be that bad. Now, this isn't the egg carrier. Now, this isn't... Okay, this is the egg cauldron. Now you can see just more quick time events, just like what we've been dealing with before, until you see the opening there. Then you have to push whichever button. It's usually one button, so you can mash it pretty quickly, but you can only mash it as many times as it says on the screen. So you see, like that time it said 5, well, oh crap. All you can do is just hit it 5 times. And I really suck at quick time events, so that's why I'm not keeping a combo worth anything, but this one really isn't that hard. There is an Act 2 that's a little bit harder. It's not nearly as fun. Now you can see you can shoot them in pretty fast as long as you know which button to push. Damn it! Well, there goes that trophy. I'm pretty sure. Damn it! I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Don't get hit. And the first time I ever played this game, I got it by accident. I didn't know it was a trophy. I just was trying really hard to get a high rank, and I figured, you know, well, as long as I don't die, damn it, or get hit, I would get the S rank. So that's all I was trying to go after, and there I got a trophy. And since then, I've beat this game at least 3 times since then, and I haven't got the trophy on my first try. So I don't know, and I probably won't get it out. I'm not even sure what exactly the trophy is. We'll just see whether I get it here or not. But you know, if I don't get it now, it's not that important. I'll just show it later on. Probably during my wrap-up video, that's when I'm going to show all of the trophy list anyway. So that's the egg cauldron down. Our shield has been reduced to 55%, but that's okay. And as I said, you know, this isn't that hard of a level, and don't worry, if you don't like this flying section, you don't have to do that every time that you travel to different continents. Let's see. Definitely, combo would have definitely helped. Kept my shield up, and maybe tried to defeat a few more enemies. I think I missed at least 5 or 6 enemies, but the combo would have definitely helped out a lot. So I guess the combo is a little bit more important than I thought it was. So just try to keep your combo up. That would be a pretty good strategy, and I probably don't have it. This is Begonia Sonic. Now let's go see the Professor. Let's see, the school he teaches at was around here somewhere. So you can see, just remember to talk to the people for that trophy or achievement. This is my first time back home in a while, but the place is in an uproar. You're looking for Begonia University. The university is straight up this road. You'll see lots of activity and students milling about. Yes. Yo, I ain't seen you before. You're supposed to come by and pay your respects to Morrow, you know. Yeah, well. Let's see. Pretty sure you could hurt these people. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. And bounce off them. That's pretty cool. Anyway. You came from Apatos. How did you get here with the planet in such a mess? Do you have your own airplane or something? I love what you've done with your hair. That windswept look suits you. Whoever did your do must be a real pro. This really isn't important now, but it's best, especially if you're just coming into an area like this, it's best to go ahead and try to talk to everybody. Whoa, a blue hedgehog, a yellow fox, and a little guy with a mohawk. What's the deal with you guys? I've never seen anything like it. Huh, you want to go to the university? It's over that way, past the big fountain. You keep going straight, then turn right at the end. And then you, then you ask someone else. Oh crap, I didn't mean to talk to her again. I think that's a girl anyway. Let's see, yeah. Pretty sure it is. What's the big rush? Oh, I get it. The planet split, so you're running around, right? Grandma says that it's timeless like these. It's times like this, you have to stay calm. Okay. Screw it. Spent way too much time doing this. However, this is terrible. You see, I came to this town on a business matter, but now with the world in shambles, I'm stuck just sitting here. I've got appointments to keep with clients in other locations, too. And if you notice that flag, I guess I'll go and talk to her as well. Hi, what's up? The university, yeah, just make a left at the corner over there. Not that I go much. I've been spending way more time having fun. If you notice that flag did kind of look familiar, but I won't spoil it just yet where it is, or from the location where it is. Oh, sorry, were you talking to me? Where's the university? Oh, the university, yes, it's straight ahead beyond the fountain. Now, some of these people, you'll have missions to do. Were you aware that the plane is coming apart? All that shaking made quite a mess in the shop I'm still cleaning up. It took me all day to get things organized. I prefer everything tidy. But yeah, there's... this guy is actually important. Hello there. Yeah, you just say hello. Good man, you have a hearty and heartfelt greeting. Can't talk to him about other stuff. I'm not going to waste the time, though. I'm not going to talk to her. Some of these people you can do missions for, and so they are important to a degree, but it's not best to waste time. Yeah, I think I wasted a good close to 3.5 minutes talking to people around in town. So it's, if you are playing the game for yourself and if you're not trying to do a let's play where you're trying to go after every trophy,
What? Professor Pickle's been kidnapped?
It was a little bit before the tremors hit. This old man showed up with a whole pack of robots. They carried poor Professor Pickle off, lab data and all.
It can't be.
That sure sounds like Eggman.
What a horrible thing to do.
We've got to go help that professor guy out, and fast. If he got kidnapped that long ago, he's got to be real hungry by now. And if I was that hungry, I don't know how long I would last. I'd rather be dead.
I'm sure Eggman is feeding him. Even he's not that cruel.
Okay. Let's go and find the professor.
okay, so it would seem we came to Spagonia for nothing. Now we have to where are we going now? Ah, yes, okay. I'm not sure if we have to actually talk to anybody or if we can just go to our plane and head to wherever we need to go. Come on, Sonic, let's go ask around about the professor. It's a big town. I'm sure somebody knows something. I'll meet you by the town exit, okay? Crap. So we do have to talk to people. This old man is the pickle has been kidnapped. Of course, he is actually important, and he will help us out in the story later on. Kidnapped? You mean old Professor Pickle? For real? I haven't seen the guy in weeks. I don't even show up for class. Wow, you're in a hurry, aren't you? What's going on? Oh yeah, what kind of trouble? Of course. What, Professor's been kidnapped? Wait, you can't fool me. You shouldn't go around pulling people's legs. That's not funny. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Nobody in this side of town's useful. I wouldn't say the businessman wouldn't be, he wouldn't have any idea what's going on. At best, you may have luck with this woman. I don't know what's wrong with my son. He says he saw a plane carrying Professor Pickle headed for Mazuri. You learned something fishy in Mazuri. Well, there we go. So just remember, talk to this woman here right by the exit, or right by the exit. Nothing. You could probably do a few missions now, or try to increase some story with, and try to get a few missions started. But I'm not gonna worry about that. Did you find anything about the professor? Huh? Somebody said to look at Mazuri. All right. That said, I just finished tuning up the tornado here. Okay, let's go. So, I'm not going to be doing any of that. I'm going to do very, very little of actually talking to the townspeople and trying to get their story lines up and going. If I can think of one, or if I find one online that's easy and quick to do, I might. I already have one just now thinking about it that I will probably do in another continent, but it's going to be a little while in the game, so I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. You're not from around here, are you? Is this your first time in Mazuri? What brings you here? Are you on a vacation, or are you a salesman? I haven't seen you guys around here before. Where did you come from? What, Spagonia? I'm so jealous. I've always wanted to go just once in my life. So she is a story-related character. I remember her, or what she does. Not story-related, but she has a mission that we can do. What do you want? Do you know what time it is? You're looking for a professor? What's that? I'm sure it's quite delicious, whatever it is. Anyhow, there's no professor here. Go look someplace else. Okay. It doesn't hurt to look around in these hub worlds, both day and night, because there should be two. Let's see. Two moon medals in the day and two sun medals at night. All you have to do is just look around. Sometimes you won't find them on the ground. Sometimes you'll find, like in Spigonium, the area that we can find a moon medal is closed off right now, but once we go back later on for other mission-related stuff. Oh my, don't you ever cut your fingernails. What, you turn into a beast when nighttime comes around? What kind of joke is that? There's a... Okay, this guy's waving at us. Yahoo. Wee hee hee hee. Oh, I didn't weird you out, did I? Ha ha ha. What are you doing? Huh? Can you not see? Hee hee hee. The good spirits are speaking, chattering on and on and on and on and on. I'm not sure why, but I've been feeling really excitable at night. He's taken over by dark Gaia minions, is what we've been fighting. And since we are going to a nighttime level, I will talk more about it. But the medals, sometimes you will not be able to find them your first time going into a country, or to a, yeah, I guess country. Sometimes they will be, the areas will be closed off and you can't get to them. There is some in both the hub world and the adventure field startup area here. I think you can only get the sun medals at night and the moon medals during the day. And there will sometimes be enemies that you can fight. And these little guys are called, these green ones are called little Rexes. These are dark Gaia minions. And the blue, taller enemies that we fought before are called the just nightmares. The taller, darker blue ones are called deep nightmares. There is no point. Oh crap! There is no point in trying to go after or score. You know, you won't gain any score from doing this on these enemies, but you will gain chaos orbs, which are always useful. If you can actually kill them, this is why you want to try to upgrade on strength early on, because you will actually be thrown into some pretty hard enemies early on. So that's our location. All we have to do is just the camera angle actually changes. Like I thought, the camera angle changed over into that direction and had us looking that way. Let's see. Hey Sonic, that box has a handle on it. Maybe you can move it. All right. Have to hit the circle button. You have to push it to get it to go where you want it to, but you know, you can push or pull them. And if you can see those little things, those are called frights, I believe. Oh, we have to, I guess, pull it a little bit. Yeah, those are called frights. The blue ones are called frights, and the red ones are called frights. They aren't that difficult to defeat. It's just the problem is they are very hard to get to a lot of the time, and you have to throw something at them to be able to knock them out. That's the biggest challenge while trying to fight them. But for the most part, you know, they're very easy minor enemies to deal with. Let's see, 20 minutes. Well, maybe we can do this. This one will definitely be a lot faster than Windmill Isle, but it won't be. I won't find as many medals here as I did in Windmill Isle. I'm not too familiar with this level as I am with Windmill Isle. So now these are called evil flowers. They are rooted in place. They cannot. The only thing they can do is just throw those fireballs at us. These are egg fighters. They have shields. These are just a variation of them. With shields, the shields don't serve any purpose. There are some that have electric shields on, though. However, those will actually become a problem later on. But for now, you don't got to worry about these too much. So just remember to look around in this tall grass. it doesn't hurt, especially if you're trying to look for medals or other collectibles. Just trying to look around in areas like this. And there we go. There's a sun medal. Our first one. Sounds like there's enemies reappearing, and here's another sun medal. So pays to look around areas like this. I'm sitting here saying all this, but I'm not going to be looking around all that much. It's just whatever I can find. Now I'm not going to be, as I said before, I'm not going to look around too much. And you see those little red ones are called red Rexes, and the red versions of a lot of these enemies are just stronger enemies. They hurt more. They are harder to grab hold of. These Rexes are always easy to grab hold of, but other enemies are harder to grab hold of and harder to use a takedown or a critical hit on, because the timer runs out so quickly that it is actually very difficult. Now you can speed this up by pushing the L1 or R1 buttons, which is very useful. I'm very happy that they added a lot of ways that you can actually speed up while moving around with Sonic the Werehog. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Shadow for. But, alright, so here I would definitely suggest knock out the evil flowers first before going after the egg fighters, because they will hit you from a... Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but hit you from a longer range, and they will get in your way. So just remember that while you are doing this, especially if you're trying to do what I'm doing and go after the critical attacks. I'm sorry, I just trying to pay attention to make sure that I get it right the first time, just so I don't have to keep messing around in these sections. Now you can see if you are trying to go after the critical attacks, you will take a lot of hits. That's another reason why you want to try to focus on life as well, especially if you're trying to go after some of the bigger enemies that you can see that there are. You definitely want to try to focus on them a little bit more. Now you can see here you do not actually have, you cannot speed it up in that section. Alright, there's another sun medal. Just remember to check around in these shrubs and everything, and you'll definitely find a lot of useful stuff. But what we have to do here is have this down, and not bring it up just yet, but drag this box over here, and you have to pull it out just a little bit. But it's useful if you can get it right up close to the wherever's blocking the way, and you can just pull it right over here. I see that this is a spinning lever. Grab it with a circle button and spin the left stick. And I'll show that off in a second here. But you don't want to raise this up too high, just high enough where you can get it up onto that other ledge. Okay. Okay. I think I realized what I did. But, okay, so what you have to do actually is push this off here, have it resting right here so that you can jump up there and extend this to its highest point. As I said, you cannot speed up this spinning wheel. Just once it gets up to its highest point, or it will stop moving and it won't go back down. So you don't have to worry about it possibly falling with you or anything, and having to take your time while dealing with it. You just you can take your time with it. It won't fall down or anything. But it doesn't really matter which way you push. If you can either push or pull it. I don't believe any one way is faster. You would think that pushing would be faster, but this is a video game and they don't normally have logic while in video games. So you can see that spinning claw move that I'm doing while I'm kind of leaping up into the air. And that move that I just did was the donkey kick that I gained. And so you can see you get some pretty powerful pretty powerful combos early on. Now there is one combo that you can gain, which is pretty useful, which has you while you're charging. You can kind of slash your claws, which will damage them and stun them at the same time, which is always useful. Now, in a big group of enemies like this, you definitely do not want to mess up while trying to do those critical attacks, because you'll sustain damage. And if you do get surrounded by a bunch of enemies like this, you will get damaged pretty easily. So you just want to be careful. You can see it's not. I believe it depends on what the enemy is holding and what kind of enemy it is, whether how much points you get for it, and I believe how much chaos XP you get for it. Well, it doesn't really matter. You do gain more for keeping them alive, or critical attacking them, but it's not that important whether you do or don't when it comes down to it. Anyway, this is a shield. It'll obviously protect you. What you need to do here is you need to take this and throw it at that target to activate a. There's a switch on the wall over there. Can you throw something at it, maybe? And you can get that thing to keep moving up and down, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and there's a moon medal down there. I guess I can go after really quickly. And I can even kill him, too. Come on. Didn't even give me anything. Okay, so enemies like that respawn all the time, because you may miss it, and you can't throw it back up there if you don't activate the lever or the switch. I'm sorry, the platform. If you don't activate the platform, you can't go back, climb back up there to throw the Rex at the switch. So the only thing you'll have to do is kill it, and oh crap, kill it, and then have it spawn back up top so that you can use it to kill. So you can see I don't have all of my moves just yet. There's another pretty powerful attack that you get right after you do the slashing spin. And I'm not too familiar with the button combinations. I just usually what I'll do button combination wise is I'll just see, is there anything up here? I guess that allows us to get back up there if we need to, but I don't see any real need in it that I know of. I don't think there's any medals up there. I guess it's just to climb back up top or try to get those rings if you need it. Which isn't, that's just pretty good. They do give you a lot of rings to use if you do need them, which is always nice. They don't screw you over with rings as much. Like ring locations, they could do a. Oh crap! Really? Okay. My bad. I just kind of should have looked and seen that there was actually something useful there. But yeah, they do help you out. They are pretty generous with the rings that they give you, and they actually give you pretty good amounts of rings. They don't just give you a line of single rings. They'll give you some of those health regeneration ring, not regeneration, but the rings that will give you full health, as well as there's no way we can get up there now, unless there's another. You have got to be kidding me. Sorry about this. Just maybe you can actually kind of cheat these so that you can bring them up just high enough, especially with a ledge like this where you can latch onto it. Yeah, so you don't actually have to bring it up all the way, which is pretty useful, you know, especially because there are some missions where you have to go through these levels pretty fast. And there was an art book in there, if you noticed. Noticed it. I don't know how to get to it though, and I'm not going to try. The biggest thing that I will actually leap for is medals, but that's about it. Now there is no fall damage. You know, obviously if you fall down a pit, you will die, but like if you fall down from a large cliff, you're not going to die. Now that little orb was I'm not sure the in-game term for it, but really quickly, there's a ledge sticking out of the wall here. Can you grab onto it? Once you grab onto it, you can tilt left stick in the direction you want to go, then jump. You just point it up or down, whether choose whichever direction you want to go in. Those are actually pretty useful. You can grab a flying monster with the circle button and get to the other side. Now these are called dark bats. There are several different versions of them, like there are several different versions of most monsters. Those, however, they won't attack you, and they're usually only put in levels to where you need to get supposed to throw these at that switch over there, but they are only used for whenever you need to. Yeah, you want to make sure that you grab that second one. And lives do carry over from Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Werehog, so you do want to be careful. You know, if you lose a bunch of lives with Sonic the Hedgehog, you will need them with, if you lose a bunch with Sonic the Werehog, you do want to be careful. But you can see these. Those are dark bat snipers. The pink ones, or I guess the red ones, they will shoot things at you. And those lightning ones, those are lightning bats. They have lightning that protects them. And to drop off a ledge, I don't know if I've said this before, but just hit the triangle button. And you can push back and forth to increase the range in which you go while trying to, on those poles. But those bats are only used for whenever you need to travel through places like that. And difficult ledges that may have, that may lead to moon or sun metals like that. That was a pretty difficult path. It could have possibly killed me if I had missed, if I hadn't timed it kind of right. That would have definitely killed me and would have lost score, but it did lead me to a moon medal, which is always useful. Remember, especially with 4 to 5 evil flowers here, I definitely suggest go ahead and taking those out first. I know I do have a full unleashed bar, but I'm not going to use it because since you do kill enemies a lot faster, since your attack power is increased while using it, it's actually easier to kill these enemies instead of trying to gain the critical attack off of them. That's what I'm trying to do. Now you will see times where I'm doing pretty good with these quick time events. Oh crap! And then there'll also be times when I'm doing Windmill Isle and just continuously messing up. Now you can see the ones with these swords. There is no actual name for them. It's just egg fighters. Egg fighter with sword, egg fighter with shield, and normal egg fighter. That's about as creative as they get with the names. But let's see. Okay, you can cheat this one as well. You can see there are 2 boxes. We need this the second one over here, the far one. We need this one to stay right where it is because there is not only rings up here, there is a moon medal stuck off back here. Oh, what the? Okay, I have no idea what the hell I just did. So that must be another what do you call it, combo that I gained. Okay, so what you have to do is you cannot raise the higher one, or you cannot lower the higher one any lower than it already is. You have to get both of these boxes onto these ledges here, and you have to pull this one up as high as it'll go. then we can get up there that way. Pull this one over here. And then we can get up here like this. Now, this is an area where you can cheat, and I'm going to show off how. So you can see. Oh, okay, I guess I wasn't sure if that lower platform actually raised up high enough. I was going to. But since you don't need to cheat, so don't worry about it. You can get up there just fine without it. But there is a couple throughout this game that I can show you how to cheat, and you can get to those areas a little bit faster. This is the last area. I definitely suggest using the Unleashed if you have it now, because there will be at least 4 waves of robots that come out at you. You can see the usefulness of their shields if they actually decide to block with them. But this is where you can actually gain a pretty hefty amount of points if you can use the critical attacks efficiently. And every time, you know, this will if you can get critical attacks every time through here, you'll definitely ensure that you. Oh crap! Okay, well, if you are this low and you have 4 enemies trying to fight you, that's when you just say, don't worry about the chaos ores and just focus on killing enemies. Now there is a heavy attack that you can do that it's kind of like a shield buster, and all you have to do is hit the triangle button and then the square button, and that's how you can break a block or a shield. So now you can see since we are running low on enemies, I can now safely use the whatever you call it, the critical attack. I would definitely say try to get over 400,000, 400,000 or higher. A new journey, use the TV to watch the tape. These are just cutscenes. And remember, put a few into combat. It doesn't hurt to gain new skills. I would say at least try to level it up twice if you can. And we're gonna need life, definitely. But you can see that these jump up pretty quickly. And I'll put some more into combat. I guess I could have leveled up strength, but it doesn't really matter now. And it's not that big of a problem to decide where you want to go. It's really just player preference. You know, I like to get all of the trophy-wise as well, myself. Personally, I like to try to go after the combos,
Professor Pickle, are you alright?
life and strength,
As fast as we could.
instead of shield and unleashed.
Professor?
Hello?
How dare they call this culinary concoction food? Look here, do you see this sorry excuse for a sandwich? The bread should be no less than 3/4 of an inch thick. Upon it, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise and a pinch of black pepper. The contents, fresh cucumber, sliced thinly, if you please. Am I quite right, Tails?
I know I learned something here today.
Professor, it's good to see you haven't changed.
But tell me, what brings you here? The menu is hardly worth the trip, if you ask me.
No, Professor, we came here to rescue you.
Oh, I see how rudely. Right then, first things first. It's about time someone taught the chef here how to make a proper sandwich.
You can file a complaint later, Professor.
Let's get out of here before Eggman's welcoming committee shows up.
Oh, yes, quite. But let us be sure to collect the contents of that vault before departing.
Now that obviously does not matter what you level up on. You know, you could go.
Thank you. Those documents are our only hope for surviving this crisis. Let's go. There's no time to lose. I'm half starved after being fed nothing but those terrible sandwiches.
Want some chocolate, Professor?
My. Don't mind if I do.
Sonic being able to break that vault is something story. Doesn't matter what you level up power-wise on, so you ain't got to worry about that. But I'm quickly running out of time, so unless this is a cutscene that I have to do, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, but I believe it is a cutscene that I have to sit through.
These ancient documents are known as the Gaia manuscripts. They tell the legend of a disaster that befell our planet some tens of thousands of years ago.
A disaster.
Quite. And according to the Gaia manuscripts, this isn't the first time the planet has been broken apart into pieces. The cause lies at the very core of the planet. All the phenomena we've witnessed are the direct result of one creature. The hyper-energy organism spawned at the planet's core. Dark Gaia.
So how do we stop this Dark Gaia and put the world back together?
Luckily, Dark Gaia has yet to be fully reborn. We most likely have Dr. Eggman's premature wake-up call to thank for that. If we act now, we may be able to restore the planet by returning power to the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic, you must travel to each of the temples listed in the Gaia manuscripts. The planet's power will restore the Chaos Emeralds, and in turn, the Chaos Emeralds will restore the planet and help it heal naturally.
Okay, so now we have our mission and what we have to do now. And I believe there is another set of cutscenes we have to sit through. These are just ones that I have to read off, so I might actually skip those. Unless it... Okay, so thankfully I don't. But anyway, thanks for watching. The challenge of the video is how many rings that I collect in the Mazuri level and the action stage beginning area. Thank you for watching. Until next time.